You might have seen that the parents these days, though they are educated, but they are laying stress more on the language part. And in that condition, they are having a mindset that the child should not speak for the mother tongue. They should not go for mother tongue. And whenever the language is spoken by the child, they would rather stress and like to inculcate in the child that it is only the English or Hindi they should speak, and they are not encouraging the vernacular language. Hi, I am Anita Salathia and I am a behavioral parenting coach, and I have been working with various institutes, and at present I am working as a behavioral parenting coach. And in this way, I have got lots of experience with thousands of students, so that I have got my aim is to take up at least 1 million students across the world, so that I can be helpful for the world and for the parents, those who are in trouble or are in the middle of the kind of the parenting challenges which they are facing in their lives. So what I think, that all the parenting problems can be checked in the very beginning of the childhood of the child, right? Why I am saying this? Because as the child grows older, it becomes rather difficult for the parents as well as the child to mold himself according to the needs of the society. So I have brought 3 points which the parents should keep in mind while they are parenting the children. First of all, the important aspect of parenting is communication. Yes, आपने सही सुना. अगर हम बच्चों के साथ जिस भाषा में बात करते हैं, वो उसकी फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज हो जाती है. If the child belongs to a particular state of North India, like I am from Jammu and Kashmir, and so I think the parents should first of all inculcate the love for the vernacular language. हर बच्चे को डोगरी आनी चाहिए, because डोगरी is the most important language and the first language of Jammu. Likewise, in Kashmir, it's Kashmiri, and in that case, it should be the first language which should be spoken by the child. Second comes the Hindi language, and third comes the English language. So, what is the mistake which parents do? That immediately they switch over to Hindi or English. In that case, the students or the children, their wards cannot learn their own religion language, right? Regional language is very important for the child, because he's got a thought process. And secondly, what the parents always fear, that अगर हम बच्चों को हिंदी सिखाते हैं या बच्चों को अपनी वर्नैकुलर लैंग्वेज सिखाते हैं, तो बच्चों को इंग्लिश सीखना मुश्किल होती है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. The child is so intelligent and so sharp that he can learn all the 3 languages together. At home, you speak vernacular, along with that speak Hindi and speak English also. In the school also, it should be the same thing. And the child is so sharp that he can learn all the 3 languages together. In that case, the student's vocabulary or the child's vocabulary increases by 3 times because he knows how to relate all the three languages together. So this is the second point. And the third point, that the parents should not feel ashamed or feel guilty that the child is speaking a vernacular language. And this is a trend going on in the society, that if the child is speaking in English, then only they feel proud. No. This is a very wrong concept which the parents have come up with, because they themselves could not speak in English fluently, so they stress upon the child to speak in English at the very early age. In that case, what happens? They snub them of talking in their vernacular language. They talk with them in Hindi, or they talk and they try to teach him or try to send him to some tutorial or send some course, join some course to learn English. So, what are the 3 points? That first of all, the parents should not feel ashamed of teaching the child or themselves also speaking their vernacular language. If the vernacular language is taught to the child in the very early age, it will be very easy for the child to relate to the other languages, and the child can also be proud of their own language. Secondly, if you are not talking in English or in Hindi or any other language with the child at home, the child gets confused, because if you just keep on talking to him in a second language or in English, what you feel like that a child should learn English, it's not like that. And when he grows up, he starts snubbing his own language, and he also will feel the same kind of they both are at the same level, and the child will also be transferred by the parents the feeling of guilt when he is talking in his vernacular language. Why these modern parents are stressing more on English and Hindi? So in that case, the child's mind doesn't develop, his brain doesn't develop. So what I mean to say, that in simple languages, in Hindi I will let all the parents know, अगर आपका बच्चा इंग्लिश ही बोलेगा घर में या स्कूल में, या आप ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस करेंगे, आप उसे अपनी वर्नाकुलर लैंग्वेज नहीं बोलने देंगे, तो ही विल नॉट स्पीक, ही विल फील गिल्टी कि भाई छोटे होते हमें पेरेंट्स ने हमारी अपनी रीजनल लैंग्वेज नहीं बोलने दी, तो उससे क्या होगा? बच्चा शर्मसार हो जाएगा, उसे बार बार ऐसे लगेगा कि नहीं मैं कुछ गलती कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि आपने उसे वो गिल्ट ट्रांसफ़र किया. So why not from today itself, make it a point, all the parents, it's my request, it's my humble request, that the parent should not snub the child to speak any language which comes across. सभी लैंग्वेजेस बच्चों को बोलने देनी चाहिए. उसके 2 रीजंस हैं. फर्स्ट, एक तो वोकैबुलरी इंक्रीज हो रही है बच्चे की, इंग्लिश भी उसे साइमल्टेनियसली, इंग्लिश के वर्ड्स भी वो पकड़ रहा है, साथ में हिंदी के वर्ड्स भी समझ रहा है, और साथ में आपका वर्नाक्युलर लैंग्वेज भी समझ रहा है, जो आपकी रीजनल लैंग्वेज होती है, उसके भी शब्द बच्चों को आने चाहिए. अगर वो छोटे होते से ही पकड़ लेगा, चाइल्ड इज़ वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, वेरी शार्प इनफ टू accumulate all the 3 languages together. और जैसे जैसे वो बड़ा होता जाएगा, he can relate all the 3 languages together, and in this way his IQ will also increase and his horizons, and when he goes out of his country or out of his state, it will be very easy for him to adapt the 4th language also, that is the language IQ. No, his IQ increases, and if his IQ will increase, obviously he'll be very comfortable enough to adjust in any kind of environment. He will not look down upon the other languages also, right? So मैं चाहती हूँ कि सभी पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को encourage करें स्पेशली जब बच्चा बहुत छोटा है तो लेट हिम स्पीक ऑल द लैंग्वेजेस विच आर कमिंग अक्रॉस. जो आप बोल रहे हैं वो भी सीखने दो, स्कूल की भी इंग्लिश भी सीखने दो, हिंदी भी सीखने दीजिए. और अगर कोई और नया आपके पास कोई और किसी और स्टेट से या किसी और कंट्री से जो आ जाता है उसे भी बोलने दो. लेट द चाइल्ड लिसन so that he becomes familiar with the words, with the intonations, with the tones, right, with the pitch of that language, with the feel of that language. उससे क्या है, lastly but like I want to just convey my last message कि अगर हम बच्चों को सभी languages बोलने देते हैं, the child opens up his mind. He is not constricted to one language. He is not constricted to one culture. Every language has got a different style of speaking, and every language has got a different culture which comes along with it. उससे बच्चे का जो दिमाग है वो पूरी तरह से खुल जाता है. So please make a point from today itself that you are not going to snub your child for talking in any kind of language. But only you got to see and you got to check the child whether he is not learning something bad, which the value system is lost. Only this is the duty of the child, or the duty of on the part of the parents. Thank you.